the last 80 years. Distinct lack of high-rise buildings as well, you'll notice in downtown Aarhus. Back inside the arena, it's 2-love in favour of Indonesia. Tun Yung with the opening victory, a rather easier one for Waldani, and now the first doubles, Rahayu and Syaikah against Lambert and Tran. You'll see neither pair you would call exactly experienced as a duo, but of course Rahayu with that gold medal she won with Poli. So the Indonesians are here. We await the arrival of the French pair. Obviously the first meeting between these two pairs.
This plan. Okay, who's receiving? Okay, this side. Okay.
Well, there is Priyani Rahayu, fresh from that gold medal she won in Tokyo along with Poli in the women's doubles. Of course, they've won a whole host of events down the years. Never got above 3 in the world rankings though. Won that Super 1000 event in Bangkok back in January. That's the best of the 6 major titles that she's won together with Poli. And there is Putri Syaikah, 20 years of age. She'll learn an awful lot from some doubles matches with Rahayu. She's actually won 3 international events as one half of a doubles pairing with Nita Marwa. And on the other side of the net, the French pair. Lambert, 22 years of age, been up inside the top 50 with Vimala Heru. Started playing in Tahiti when she was just 8 years of age, and she won the national women's doubles title last year. Her partner is Tran. Actually won a couple of women's doubles titles nationally. Did Tran, 2013, 2017, and they won the Polish International as a pair, these two, earlier this year.
Ready to play.
Kevin Van of the USA is the chair umpire here. And Kamasha Robertson is the service judge.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Indonesia, represented by Apriyani Rahayu and Putri Syaikah. And on my left, France, represented by Margot Lambert and Tran. France to serve, Margot Lambert to Apriyani Rahayu, love all.
So here we go then for the first doubles in this tie, and of course the French needing to win it to keep the tie alive as a going concern at any rate. We will play all 5 matches regardless. It will be fascinating to see how Syaikah gets on with Rahayu. Really have a better partner than the Olympic gold medalist. Syaikah serving. That's good retrieving. Really good work at the back of the court from Lambert. It's a very lengthy rally. Good lead. But that should give the French pair a little bit of confidence that at least they can stay competitive in a rally as long as that with Rahayu and partner. 58 shots. Oh, uncharacteristic of Rahayu to miss that. She was really mixing it up from the back of the court there. Excellent judgment. Didn't miss the back line by that much. Well, she made the opportunity and then put it wide of the sideline. That was a real chance for Tran. Oh, that's two she's missed like that.
Service over.
Wow.
2-4. Play.
Got the racket back in time. With Syaikah. Good to break a string midpoint. Excellent anticipation though from Tran. And across there and cut it off at the net. Just lost her bearings for a minute when she was getting a new racket. Syaikah. Well, a bit of a tame shot, that one, from Lambert. And if they're going to be competitive here, just got to cut out the unforced errors. We've seen Rahayu make two, but that's not going to happen on a regular basis, you wouldn't have thought. Precision placement from Syaikah. Well, I think that was just a miscommunication between Lambert and Tran there. Each kind of left it to the other a little bit. And by the time they realised it was too late. Let's have a look at this. Neither moved. And not to any telling effect at any rate.
Service over. 4-7. Service over. 8-4. Service over. 5-8. Service over. 9-5.
Doing a lot of work at the front of the court, Syaikah, at the moment. Well, reactions were good enough, but the racket wasn't at the desired angle, so well wide of those tram lines.
Play. Service over. 10.
Still frittering away some cheap points, aren't they? Lambert and Tran.
Out. Service over.
Oh, it's contagious.
10.
Well, that was real quality doubles play from the French pair,
8.
who worked Rahayu and Syaikah to one side of the court and then exploited the gap. They're still well in this opening game, the French pair. Great point, this. Well, it ended by a complete lack of judgment. That was in by a considerable margin. But it was a great rally because both, at different stages of it, both pairs looked to be in the ascendancy. But this was just inexplicable. It wasn't even close. So the interval, and only a 2-point lead for the Indonesians.
C'est pareil pour celle qui est derrière. Il y a de la place en bloc sur celle, quand on sert sur la fille, celle qui retourne, sa partenaire elle est dans la platitude. Donc à chaque fois, aller en bloc de l'autre côté sans qu'il y ait de la place, plutôt que de passer par derrière. Okay, ce que vous faites là, c'est très bien. Continuez à sortir, vous pouvez pour essayer de prendre des choses. Anne, si tu le sens et que tu es bien placé, va chercher le croisé. Tu l'as fait pas mal de temps ces derniers temps d'entraînement. Ça marche très bien, mais alors croisé. Okay.
Court, 1, 20 seconds. Court, 1, 20 seconds.
Okay, c'est super les comptes que vous faites. À chaque fois, vous essayez d'avancer dans les enchaînements, c'est là où on peut contrer.
7-4. Players on court. 8-4. Eleven, 9, play. 9-4.
Well, that was hit with some venom by Rahayu, I think, trying to atone for a couple of the errors earlier in the match. Too good for Lambert.
10-12.
You just wonder if the French pair genuinely believe that they can beat this Indonesian duo. I don't know. And unless it gets kind of close-ish at the business end of a game, we may never know, but they're just making enough errors. Rahayu and Syaikah surely give Lambert and Tran a bit of encouragement. On the line.
14-11. 15-11.
Well, they're doing their best to try and stay with the Indonesian pair. Can't to make those kind of mistakes.
16-12.
Late decision, but a good decision.
17-12.
Just starting to exert a bit of control. Indonesian pair. As soon as I say that, it's a really well worked point by Lambert and Tran. I mean, understandably, a new pairing is going to take a little while, especially with Rahayu so used to playing with Polly, and suddenly you've got a different partner. And it's no disrespect to Syaikah at all. Yeah, lovely delicacy of touch there. She got the full sprint on from the back of the court and still couldn't get there. Look at Lambert here. Closing in then. And now 7 game points for Rahayu and Syaikah. Wouldn't say it's been a vintage display so far. It looks like being enough to secure the first game at least. Syaikah serving. Yeah, they're just making too many elementary mistakes now. Tran ends up sprawled on the court. Indonesians off for the interval,
13.
having got that first game under their belts. 21 points to 30.
Udah nggak usah maks, nggak terlalu jagain flashingnya mereka. Kita nggak pernah flashing. Kamu dorong dia harus ngeblack lagi, dorong panjang lagi, panjang nggak bisa. Jadi kalau dorong panjang jaga, nggak usah mundur, nggak usah maju, jaga panjangnya lagi aja. Ya kalau kamu di belakang aku nggak didorong, kamu nggak ke belakangnya. Karena mereka untuk flashing itu jarang. Mereka pindahnya itu pindahin kencang. Kamu jagain kamu jelaskan belakangnya. Belakang anak geber dulu, kalau parutnya di tengah aja kalau mau mancing badan, nggak apa-apa mancing badan.
Varier un petit peu, chercher des slices, continuer à chercher en haut de temps en temps, varier un petit peu ça, pas forcément tout le temps. Ok. Il y a des choses à faire sur la service, pas parce que tu l'as loupé une fois, le service sauté est long, il faut arrêter, parce que je pense que c'est la bonne solution. Le service long croisé, on s'organise après. Si tu sais avant de croiser de ton côté père, Anne, concentre-toi sur le couloir et Anne prendra la reste. Ok, c'est important parce qu'on peut s'en servir pour contrer la vie. Ouais. C'est bien le troisième coup. On va essayer de trouver des blocs parce qu'après on sait que ça va revenir en touche, donc c'est là où on peut aussi construire. Non.
Second game, level, play.
So I wonder whether they can find a different gear, French pair, in this second game. Need to do something just to change the whole complexion of the match, because at the moment they've just been worn down a little bit and the unforced errors don't do them any good either.
Service over. 1-0.
Seemed to have a second sense about where that serve was going. Pushed it back perfectly beyond the server into the open court. Haven't seen the flicker used too much actually so far. Height that Rahayu gets from the back of the court with those jump smashes. Double deception from Rahayu. It's going to be out. And again, that's a prime example of what I was talking about, wearing them down. You just get the sense at some point an error's coming from the French side of the net. .80-shot rally. Well, they had no right to win that point. There was a semi-trick shot in the middle of it.
3
But again, French unable to stamp their authority on a point that they looked like they were going to win, and in the end got punished. Oh, powered. And they feed off, or certainly Rahayu feeds off this kind of momentum. And you suspect that it'll rub off on Syaikah as well. She's only 23, Rahayu. Feels like she's been around a lot longer than that. I guess that's a testament to the impression she's made in professional badminton. Yeah, it's another error from Lambert.
Service over 2-5. Out. Service over 6-2.
Seemed like she was a tad slow to react to that, Margot Lambert. A few more errors than we're used to.
3-7.
From Rahayu.
Service over 8-3.
There's just a certain resignation at the moment, isn't there, about Lambert and Tran. His Olympic rings proudly around the neck. Well, she did well just to arc her body out of the way of that Tran. It was long. What they wouldn't give for a sustained run of points. Get them right back into the second game. Next 3 or 4 points important, I reckon. If they were to go in something like 11-6 or 11-7 at the interval, you really struggle to see a way back for that French pairing. Ran in with absolute relish, Rahayu, to killed that.
5. And play. Service over. 6-9.
Did well to repel Rahayu's jump smashes, but they couldn't deal with Syaikah's power.
10-6. Service
And she's
over.
okay.
7-10.
It's wide, and that's a handy interval lead for the Indonesians, who are completely in control of this tie now. 2-love up after the 2 singles victories by Tunyung and Modani. And now a game and 11-7 up in the first of the doubles.
Ok, c'est comme ça que vous allez être mieux placé pour contrer.
Bola mancing itu malah kamu sering kaget. Ya. Nah, bola-bola lebih diperhatiin akurasinya. Akurasinya itu maksudnya.
Look at this point again when Syaikah was literally in the firing line.
Agak ngontrol dikit. Tempat bola tapi karena suka buru-buru.
Both the French girls immediately like concerned. I think it actually hit her on the forehead. She said, "Yeah, okay." It's really only if it gets you in the eye that can be a problem. Obviously, no intent to play it at an opponent's face, and it is a tactic to play it in the opponent's vicinity so they can't get their racket to it.
11-7. Play.
No harm done, and this could be the final straight for Rahayu and Syaikah. It's taken a while for Rahayu to get her range, isn't it, this morning? Might have done a string there as well. Such a great achievement to win that Olympic gold medal with Asia Polya. The thing is, after that, it takes you sometimes a little while to come down from the euphoria of it. And obviously, huge events left in the season. World Tour finals in Bali, and then the World Championships in Huelva in Spain towards the end of the year, just before Christmas. Cream rising to the top here. It's becoming something of a tame surrender, isn't it, from Lambert and Tran? I think they'll be disappointed with their display, not because it seems inevitable and they're going to lose this match, but just the way they've played. They haven't really imposed themselves at all. They were competitive on the scoreboard for a little while in the first game and then kind of faded and really got started in the second game. It's just a facile shot from close range for Rahayu. Just the wrong side of the line.
8-15.
Please welcome the technical officials for the three.
Hit with serious power, that.
16-8.
It seems that pretty quickly they've paired up well, Rahayu and Syaikah. We'll wait and see if they keep this pairing throughout the event. Remember, if they win this tie, almost certain to make the quarterfinals, Indonesia. It's almost a surprise every time Rahayu makes an error. She doesn't make many.
Service over. 17-9.
Yeah, well, she was completely fooled there, Tran. I think initially she thought that was going out. It was a slight miscue. And then she realised, and by the time she processed those thoughts, it was way too late. So quick to see the opportunity, and just a couple of points away now from securing the win. Almost did a pirouette with his backhand. She did. Get the ball shy ballet on. We might be interested. Again, confusion on the French side. It's a measure of what a perfectionist she is, that even at 19-10, the game up on 19-10, she's still really cross with herself for missing that. So 10 match points for Rahayu and Syaikah. this will also confirm the tie as well in their favour. And there it is. It was a pretty non-eventful second game, really. They were vaguely competitive early on in the opening game, were Lambert and Tran, but after that, they just didn't have an answer. So this scratch pairing of Rahayu and Syaikah, 21-13, 21-10, exactly 40 minutes the match time. And a victory that was never really in any doubt at any stage. I think they will be disappointed, the French pair. They didn't really get in a blow in anger, but the Indonesians have now effectively won the tie. They lead 3-love. And every chance potentially of a clean sweep, although their next women's singles player is ranked 5-5-7, so we'll see what happens with that, because we are back to singles action very, very shortly. And it will be Nandini Rumni against Yarel Oyo. Coming up in just a moment. Glorious. Out.